Welcome back to part 2 of Glenn's Trucking channel, and looking for trucking jobs or what else to look out for. Sorry, I got cut off last time. But also what I was talking about is dispatchers. Dispatchers are your lifeblood of how you get paid and what load you get. So try and find out from, I know HR, they're a little iffy on really telling you, but some really telling you it's true. For some, actually they'll give you a number of drivers. It's like, hey, you can talk to these drivers and they'll tell you how the company works, how dispatching works, how does maintenance works, just everything about it. So if you can get that information, I mean, you would be on cloud 9. So definitely get that. Dispatch, I've had so many horrible ones. Like I said, I had one I think worked for Satan, where he would call you 2 minutes after your 10 hours were up and just work you to death. So most drivers just couldn't stand the guy. So, and it was a smaller company, and he was horrible. So I only worked there, I think, like for a month, but their turnaround was probably 3 months, and I would have to keep on getting new guys because their dispatcher was horrible, and he would give guys loads that just are just impossible to do or just work them to death. So, but just be careful on that. Also with dispatchers, and if you want to do percentage pay, if they don't like you, they'll give you the worst loads. So say that load's only $100 a load, and you're only getting 20%. That's or 22%. That you only get $22, or go based off that per $100. So $22 for, say, a load that could take you a few hours. That's ridiculous. So you're making you're making below minimum wage. Once there are drivers that do below minimum wage because of just how horrible percentage pay is and what dispatchers can do. So, and I don't think there's really anything that you can really do about it. So, but so be careful on that. That's why I love miles pay. You're gonna get paid. You know it instantly how many miles you're gonna get paid. If you have a decent miles, go for it. For the really big companies, I noticed that they pay really low miles pay, somewhere in the low 30s, so ish. I would try and say to the medium and sometimes even smaller, big but smaller companies, they pay a little better on miles. So it all depends on what kind of loads they do, and how expensive their loads are, and what companies they work for. So it all makes a difference. So just be careful on those, and also just really try and get the best information you can on dispatchers, because if you don't like your dispatcher, by the time you're there after 2 weeks, you're going to be long gone. So watch out for that. The next thing was benefits. Look for benefits. It's so important. If you have a family, or you have yourself, or you're not in best of shape or health, see how much benefits are. My company, I think, has the only downside is they have the worst benefits, I think, in the industry. So luckily my wife has insurance, or I would be looking somewhere else. So, but find out what it is for yourself or for your family or for a child, because that will make a big difference in your paycheck. I know ours as a company, as a family, was $850, and the deductible is $3,000. So it's holy cow. It's unless you're dying of something severe, you're never gonna, the cost of the insurance plus the deductible, I mean, it's not even worth it. So, or some companies, they have Aflac, or ours has it too, or they have it more you can see a doctor twice a week, or get x-rays or testing so many times, and it only costs you $10 a month or something, or $10 to $20 a month, so, or a week. All depends on your company. So, but look on those, because those are some upsides, or they have critical care, I think what it's called, or critical insurance, and also disability insurance, if that's something you're worried about. So, but yeah, make sure you check the benefits well, and if it is really worth it. Also dental or whatever. Now search your company about, hey, if I have, I don't want to pay all this money for medical expense when I can't even go see a doctor because I'm working all the time, Monday through Friday or whatever it is, or the weekends, and you never have time to see it. So say, hey, put your policy on, getting to see a doctor, or help, or getting time off for it. So big importance. So your health is definitely needed if you want to live a long life, and another thing, and use that 401k when you retire or make it. So a lot of times I see guys who are drinking and smoking, and I says, all right, they're never really going to get Social Security, because it's pretty much, they're not going to retire. They're going to be dead before then, because they're living so unhealthy. So try and live a healthy lifestyle. I know it's hard in trucking. I eat a lot of Subways, or look for different things that are healthier, just to take your lunches, something that's not like McDonald's or or truck stop food. So that's horrible for you, and you're gonna feel it later. So especially if you have a sensitive stomach, and you're gonna do a lot of stops and more delays. So try and find something that you can do before you go, or get a big cooler or something to help you, save money on it, and also help, your health. So, make you feel better also when you're driving too. You won't be so cranky. So, a lot of times guys are cranky because they can't sleep because of their health, or, they just feel miserable all the time, and their stomach's always upset, so they're cranky. That can make anybody cranky. So, be careful. Be cautious on what you eat and what your intake is. So, kind of like you won't put bad fuel in your truck. You're not going to try and not put bad fuel in your mouth. So, another thing that I can think of is, again, 401k. Look for that. It's always good. I always max out on mine, what the percentage is. Some do dollar per dollar, some do 50 cents. It's around that about. My company, they do 50 cents match up to 5%. When it's not bad, they upped it. This year they doubled it. So it used to be like 2.5%, and they would match that. So, but it's good because it's free money. It's free money. Goes into your it goes right in there. It's something that you can save for a long term, or one day you want to buy a house, or something bad happens. Great thing about that money is you don't lose out on it, and eventually you can if one day something bad happens, you need it, you can always get money later on out of it. You can take a loan out on it, or there's emergency funds, I guess, you can take out of it. So it's nice. It's not something that you're like, if you leave the company or something, you still can get that money back, and it makes good percentage and interest. So do that, and you will be happy. 10 down the line, it'd be nice when you have some good money that you can save up on. So obviously some people use it. I wouldn't recommend you use it to buy a house, but say, hey, you want to buy that nice house, instead of putting a loan, you can use your 401k. But yeah, so look for all those benefits, and hopefully those will help you. Again, thanks for joining Glenn Shock's trucking channel, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.